the very first thing that came out of Samudra Mathana was poison, and Shiva drank it. What does this whole thing represent?
A Sankarshan Joshi trip.
In the stories, if you go by the stories, it says that he drank a drop of poison that came out of Samudra Mathana, the cosmic churning of oceans. Yeah. Now, if you remember, when we initiated this discussion, you said, all the thoughts in our minds, yeah, we have positive and negative thoughts. We have a lot of different emotions that either keep us happy or sad, yeah, feel confident or feel fearful about something. So these are the thoughts that keep, churning in our minds. And then at times, we have to accept our mistakes. Yeah, we have to accept our mistakes gracefully. And during any kind of discussions, okay, when people with opposing views discuss for some time, there's a lot of friction that is caused. That kind of discussion is represented by in the Samudra Mathana, where on one side you have the suras or the deities, on the other side you have rakshasas or the asuras. Okay, it's not that one is good and one is bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that one is good or one is bad. It's just that you have two opposing views of a subject matter, and then people try to drag the the serpent and try to churn the ocean. It only represents that look, during this you have to have efforts, okay, to convince each other, to try to find a midway, a path where we can say we can jointly agree. But there are many times where you won't. During that heated debate, during that friction causing arguments, the very first thing that came out of Samudra Mathana was poison, and Shiva drank it. What does this whole thing represent? It's like this. In the churning of emotions, we do something good or something bad. We think something good, something bad, good and evil, and all these things. And in this process, bad things will eventually happen. Okay, bad things will eventually happen. It's a life-threatening thing sometimes. Sometimes you may be risking losing your job because of a bad decision that you took. It could be some kind of because you're not able to secure your house. Someone came in and then stole everything, every valuable that you had. In our pursuit, where we do some good or bad things, decide good or bad, something bad is definitely going to happen. Not always. He's saying that don't always expect an outcome which is favorable to you. Okay, he says accept gracefully that things may or may not turn out in your favor.
Oof.
But in both the cases, whether it is good or bad, accept.
That hit me so hard. I'm not even kidding. That hit me so hard because in the conflict of emotions, poison comes out. Like that has been running in my head like constantly from when you started explaining this whole thing. In a conflict of emotion, or when in a conflict of two opposite forces, poison comes out. And Shiva drinking the poison is that he is gracefully accepting the output of whatever has happened there.
Yes.
Wow.
He's saying whether the output or the repercussions of any kind of decisions or thoughtful process that happens, people have to accept it.
Owning their decision. Yeah.
Owning the decisions. Yes. Shiva decided to drink the poison. He decided for himself, and you have to be responsible for your actions. Okay, and he didn't drink it whole. Yeah, it just stuck here. That's it. He's saying that look, whether the outcome is positive or negative or neutral, don't worry about it. Accept the results gracefully and move ahead. Okay, make sure if it is risky, cut it short. He's not saying that don't accept the mistakes. He's saying accept the mistakes and make sure it does not go further. That means you're not doing such kind of mistakes.
Don't let it consume you. Like
Yes.
it just makes sense. It just made sense to me that like when you accept the outcome, regardless of whatever it is, if it is a poison, don't let that consume you. So when and consume you and kill you. Like if a negative output has come, don't let that negative emotion consume you and kill you. That way there is no progress.